Hello, and welcome to another Bible reading commentary with me, Jennifer Rose. We're going to be finishing Psalm 18. So that'll be verses 36 to 50. And this section has a lot of like crushing enemies into the ground and stuff like that. Which is, a lot of Psalms are like that. You provide a broad path for my feet so that my ankles do not give way. I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. I crushed them so they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. You armed me with strength for battle. You humbled my adversaries before me. You made my... Sorry, I'm reading this and I'm thinking about somebody in like a modern day church, just like at the altar praying this or something. Nothing wrong like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not used to thinking about just like crushing my enemies. Okay, so you armed me with strength for battle. You humbled my adversaries before me. You made my enemies turn their backs in flight, and I destroyed my foes. They cried for help, but there was no one to save them. To the Lord, but he did not answer. I beat them as fine as wind-blown dust. I trampled them like mud in the streets. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about this in now. If you read the Psalms and then you think about everything that David says and you kind of apply it spiritually, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual forces in dark places or something. That's not a perfect quote, but I think is that you know what I'm talking about. If you apply the Psalms that way, it does help these parts to seem more relatable, I guess. Okay, so it says, I beat them as fine as wind-blown dust. I trampled them like mud in the streets. You have delivered me from the attacks of the people. You have made me the head of nations. People I did not know now serve me. Foreigners cower before me as soon as they hear of me. They obey me. They all lose heart. They come trembling from their strongholds. The Lord lives. Praise be to my rock. Exalted be God, my Savior. He is the God who avenges me, who subdues nations under me, who saves me from my enemies. You exalted me above my foes. From a violent man you rescued me. That violent man, I'm pretty sure, is Saul, who also twice threw a spear at David while he was playing the lyre. He is the God who avenges me, who subdues nations under me, who saves me from my enemies. You exalted me above my foes. From a violent man you rescued me. Therefore I will praise you, Lord, among the nations. I will sing the praises of your name. He gives his king great victories. He shows unfailing love to his anointed, to David and to all his descendants forever. That's Psalm 18, 36 to 50, and that is the end of Psalm 18, which is a pretty long psalm. The verse that stands out the most to me as I'm reading it says in verse 36, you provide a broad path for my feet so that my ankles will not give way. And I think that that's kind of interesting because whenever I'm thinking about that, the imagery that comes to mind is like you're not walking on like a tightrope. If you're walking on it, like God's not giving you a tightrope to walk on as you try to like follow him and obey him. A tightrope would cause your ankles to give way after a while, but just like a regular path, it's a lot better. Yeah, that's all I have to say.